Please read the disclaimer. Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we are looking at Tokyo Jungle for the PlayStation 3, a Bio classic for me on the PlayStation 3. Now, don't get me wrong, unlike the Xbox 360, where I had Forza Motorsport 3 as my only Bio classic, and it is realistically the only Bio classic for me. The PlayStation 3 was my main system. You know, I would say GTA 4 is another perfect example of a classic in my eyes. As well as, you know, there's other games. It takes me a little bit for them to come to mind, because it's quite a long time ago now, realistically. But there were quite a few games, but no game stuck with me in memory and made me want to play it again. I played this again recently, not too long ago, as much as Tokyo Jungle. Just the concept, even just how it plays, it can be simple and yet incredibly difficult at the same time. It's a simple game to play, but a very hard game to master, I think. Now I'm playing this on RPCS3. It works very well in RPCS3, and I was going to do it before I decided to do it as a classic, which it is a classic, and it's the only PS3 classic I'm going to look at. Like I said, there's plenty of other games, but they're on other systems. Like Storm 2 would be a classic in my eyes. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. That's on PC now. So there isn't really many exclusive games for the PlayStation 3 that I would consider to be classics, if I'm honest with you. Except for one, Tokyo Jungle. I really, really want this game to come out on PC. I really, really would love this game to come out on PC. But it's very unlikely. So let me give you a little bit of information about this game. This is a survival game. A very interesting one at that. It's developed by Crispies. Never heard of the company before playing this game. And it was published by Sony, so Sony paid for this game. Crispies, by the way, developed next to nothing. They had a game called My Stylist on the PSP, which I think not too long ago got a English translation. Fan translation, obviously. And they also did Short Piece, Ranko Sugime's Longest Day, another game I think should be re-released on PC personally. I also had that game. It was okay, but it's more of it was an experimental hybrid game that kind of mixed anime OVA with gameplay and stuff. It was interesting. But this game, in my opinion, is Crispy's best game, Tokyo Jungle. I'll give you a little bit of information. So this is a hunting game. This is what they call it. So it says the description goes, a hunting game for the PlayStation 3 is finally here. It's a hunting game in a different caliber, I think, than what most people would think. The story takes place in the year 20XX, where you are an animal fighting for survival in the deserted city of Tokyo, which was once a lively metropolis. At times you can be a Pomeranian who has given up a domesticated life for its independence. You could be a racehorse on a mission to find fellow competitors, or even be a lion, the king of all beasts. And I think that's a little bit of an understatement, and I'll get to the reason for that. Why? If the tone of this video is a little bit different, I am more familiar with this game than I have been with other Bio classics. Oh yeah, also this game came out in September 2012, just so you know. They did have a mobile version of this game for the Vita. I'm not really too sure how that went, but it came out like a year or 2 years after this game, I think, something like that. And it wasn't developed by Crispies; it was developed by someone else. At least it's not under Crispies' development portfolio on Gamifiques. So, but I said I played this recently on emulator, right, on RPCS3, and that's what I'm recording on today. I ended up sinking in about 14 hours into this game. 14 hours. Oh, okay. Bear with me. Sorry about that. I was wondering why it didn't recognize my controller, but whatever. Now there is a story mode, and you use the story mode to unlock. Well, the story mode is a little bit different. You don't really unlock stuff in it. Like I've completed the tutorial and I've completed Act 1. And you're probably thinking, what? You haven't unlocked any others? But you've played the game for 14 hours? Yeah, I've played the survival. And interestingly enough, I've completed Act 1. At least I think I have. But it didn't unlock Act 2. So I don't know where I'm supposed to unlock in Act 2. So we'll go into survival. There is a multiplayer, which I find interesting. But let's go into the single player. Now, I know the first thing you're gonna see is the fact that I have 999999999 points. There's a reason I gave myself. So I used a cheat engine to give myself multiple points because I wanted to unlock some other animals, right? But most of these animals require you to. There's a lot of animals, by the way, as you can see. Require you to complete a certain set. Anyway. So I used a cheat engine to try and give myself 99 points to try and unlock more things, but unfortunately it couldn't do it. It is what it is. You can even play as dinosaurs. There's even some hidden animals. But you can unlock some dinosaurs along the way, completing the Lion Channel. But basically, the game's progression system is pretty fair. So you can pick between either being a carnivore or a herbivore. The very first herbivore you have is the SCEA deer. As you could probably tell, I haven't actually played any of the herbivore. Whereas with the predator, you have the Pomeranian. You play through the Pomeranian, you then unlock the beagle. You play through the beagle, you then unlock the retriever. You play through the retriever, you then unlock the tozer. And then after you've done the tozer, you then unlock the cat. And so on and so forth. You do the cat, that unlocks something else somewhere along the line, as you probably will find out. But there's a lot of animals here. You can recognize some of them by the silhouettes. There are DLC animals as well, which are these down here. You've got the silky terrier, the fat cat, the kangaroo, the crocodile. You have like this mechanized thing. And this thing, by the way, it's got a lot of life, a lot of stamina. The attack's not great, but I find this thing's more for exploration. So if you want to explore and get used to the map, this is probably a good one to get. Again, you have to pay for it though. So obviously, a bit different for me, but yeah, what I had to do. You got the panda, saber-toothed tiger. You even have the Homo erectus and the office worker. I think the office worker was included as more of a joke. He's a herbivore as well, which is interesting. There is other. I think there is some omnivores here and there, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so you got to realize. If you die, it's back to square one, right? You have to start again, and a single campaign can take up to 3 hours. I failed quite a few times, and in the end, I wanted to take a break. I haven't gone back to the game since, but like I said, if I do the SCEA deer, I then unlock the chick. The chick is one of the hardest ones I remember, if I remember correctly, when I originally played on the PS3. That's why I don't play the herbivore one. It's one of the hardest ones to do. SCEA deer is a bit easier because it runs fast. As you can see, its stats, it's got good stamina and speed. But the chick is shit. You complete the chick, you get the rabbit. The rabbit's okay. And you also unlock this. Oh yeah, you also unlock this other deer, but still. To unlock everything, it's yeah. But anyway. What should we do? Should we have a little bit of fun? I think we'll have a little bit of fun. And to do that, we'll play as the saber-toothed tiger. Saber-toothed tiger is kind of OP, if I'm honest with you. Or we could play as the panda. I've played as the saber-toothed tiger already and done playthrough with that, as well as the crocodile. So maybe, yeah, let's play as the panda. I haven't played as the panda, which means we are a herbivore. And obviously, I'm only going to play it for a little bit, just to give you an idea. So here we are. I am the Panda Man, the last panda in Tokyo. And as you'll see, I have stamina, hunger, and life. The hunger will slowly go down. If you reach 0 hunger, it will then start affecting your life. And when you get hit 0 life, you die. Stamina is more of like what you can do. So as you can see, you get compiling shaders every now and then. So I've killed something. But there's no reason for me to do it because I'm a bear. You can jump. You can attack. You are a bear at the end of the day. You can sneak with the L1 button. And you can do that. Okay. Stamina seems to be a bit bugged, but whatever. But the whole entire goal is to eat. It is to eat. You got to eat and eat and eat and complete the challenges. So I've eaten that. Try and get as much calories as I can. Obviously, getting calories is a much easier thing as a meat eater than a herbivore, because you can only eat X amount. But you can see on the little mini-map, you got a few things you can get. You always generally start around here. But the goal is really, you got to try and complete the challenges to the best of your ability. It can be difficult sometimes because it's all time-based. The challenges, and the year, as you can see, keeps going past. The year keeps rolling. As you can see, the rabbits, generally speaking, aren't too bothered by you because you're a panda. You know, realistically, a rabbit would run like fuck from you, but because you're a herbivore, they're not really fussed. The reason you can attack is more to protect yourself than anything else. But yeah, you just go around, try and eat as much as you can. You get SP points to help out. There's I think a plant up here. We'll go and see. We'll have a look at the challenge in a minute. The only issue I have kind of with this game is it could do with a little bit of a better map. If I press that, it comes up with the controls. If I press start, it will then come up with a map. The problem is, there is a sewer as well, by the way. Is you can't really. The problem is it's a bit difficult to kind of navigate sometimes the map. So we'll show you how much bloody plant life was there for you. So the challenge just tells us that we need to. See, one of them's find Stonehenge. I don't even know what that is. But if you go through all of it and complete all challenges, you acquire a tuxedo. A cosmetic item for your panda, which is quite funny. But that's all it is, because it is a DLC animal at the end of the day. You can't unlock another animal. But it says change generations 1 time. Eat a mushroom and head for Shibuya Woods. So Shibuya Woods, you can see where it is. But it's a little bit out of the way. So we got to head east to Dogenzaka and go from there to get there. So we want to go back. And as you can see, that timer, you know, it's going quickly. We're about to reach year 3. I am surprised about the stamina, though. It's not going down. I think that might be where... I did have a few after effects. Because I was using Cheat Engine to give me, like, infinite points to try and see if I could unlock things in that easier. But obviously it didn't work, really. I think it ended up fucking up a few things. The stamina is supposed to deplete, I think. Either that or or the panda's just got ridiculous stamina, one of the two. It's hard to say. The little green icons on the map, by the way, in case you see any, is is other animals. Dogen's by the way. What's down here? Oh, it's just a bunch of rabbits. Dogen's is a pretty good area to mark. In case you wonder what marking is, you mark all 4 areas. That territory is now yours, and you can then... Oh, look, a little present. It's going to have some kind of item. Bottled water. Oh, okay. And you'll be able to change generations, because you'll be able to create... It'll open up a possibility for a nest, which you could then use... So the rabbits aren't fussed by me. In all fairness, there's not many things that would actually attack me. So here we go. We found some food. Not much, but we found some. There's other... Oh, and we've now turned to veteran. This gives us something. I can't remember. I don't... Like I said, I just didn't really enjoy playing this game. Now, as you can see, we've now gone to nighttime, so its visibility's gone a bit. There's also other threats, like toxic air and stuff. Because again, this is a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, by the way. Another bottled water. I can't remember what you really use the items for. But there we go. We've created a nest. So let's go and see if we can find a mate. And then bring them back to the nest. Because I'm a veteran, they should be a little bit more appealed to me. Because that's the whole entire point. The rookie's a bit different. Okay, so she's not interested in me because I need to rank up one more time. That's the whole entire point of the ranking system. I'm not really fussed at this moment in time, so I'm going to go and we can come back to that. We're going to go to Shibuya Woods, which should be here. Here we go. As you can see, there's a dog here. They won't fuck with the panda. They will not fuck with the panda, right? Panda is one that you do not fuck with. So we got to eat a mushroom. Okay, that's a little bit difficult to try and find a mushroom. As you can see, my hunger's going down and down and down. I'll keep trying to find food. It can be difficult to find food, as you can see. It's quite sparse. So, oh, this one's one of the better ones. There you go. See, and obviously certain food has better quality than others. So, but as you can see, from turning to a veteran, our life went up slightly, our hunger went up an extra 2. So, I think it's because the stamina's not going down because I ain't running. Oh, he's got me. And there we go. He's dead. Again, I got to kind of... Panda, generally speaking, fucks most shit up. Not always, but most. So if you're wondering, like, how do I get my health back then? I gotta go find food and eat the food. And that's the only way, really, to restore my health. Obviously, the panda's not got great jumping skills. Oh, the wrong way. There's one plant up here. Fantastic. But it was a good one. Alright, there is one down there, but I don't really want to... That's the problem. That is probably one of the problems with the game a little bit, is that food can run out. It does grow with a herbivore. Those food areas do open up again. But like I said, look at the challenges I've got. Imagine if I wanted to complete all challenges. I'm on a timer to begin with. What's that? Another pet medicine. That's like a health thing, I think. But, you know, that's fine. But I'm struggling to find a mushroom. Like, where's the mushroom? But then if you... There will be one area of the map where mushrooms grow. And again, it all comes down with experience. So I feel like these DLC animals are more for the people that have already sunk a stupid amount of time into the game. This female might be interested in a veteran, maybe. Nope. Still got to rank up. All right. But as you can see, going back to a previous area, there's no plant life here, so my hunger will just keep going down. This is one of the issues with the game, in my opinion. When you leave an area to go into another area, the plant life should grow back. It doesn't make sense, but there's just not enough around. He's like, most of the time in this game, you won't die due to being killed by other animals. If you're playing, even as playing as a dog or something, or even the Pomeranian, as long as you get good with the time, as you can see, it's like quick time event based combat, you would be fine for the most part. Oh, there is a plant up here. Might have missed. But we're going to hit that 10-year mark, and oh, there's a fucking tiger up there. No, we don't want to fuck with that. Like I said, there's certain areas of the map that are more dangerous than others, but then they just place like stupid animals somewhere, like in an easy area. And it makes me laugh. The dogs will try to attack the panda, which makes no sense. You think the dogs wouldn't fuck with the panda, but you know. You have some new areas where food is spawned. Now we've got some pet food. But here we go. We've hit the 10-year mark. And it will go, you have failed this challenge. You have failed that challenge. Can't help it. See? The challenges like are hard to do in my opinion. So, but to me, you've failed your entire playthrough that way. And the only way to save is at a nest. Is to sleep at a nest. Or to change generation or something. It's the only way. So I'm trying to get to the next level so I can show you what happens next. Well, not happens next. I want to show you like changing the generation in that. I'll basically become small panda, or maybe not necessarily small panda. But as you can see, the panda is fucking deadly. These are very strong animals. And there we go, ranked up now. We're now boss. Boss panda. Yeah, 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 yeah. But obviously, I'll keep giving you challenges. So, the caution meter down there is because there was that wolf. I think trying to chase me, but it doesn't really matter. Gives up eventually. He got caught behind a fence anyway. But there you go. It's telling me that the Yamanoto line is polluted, so don't go there basically. But I'm going. What reason I'm heading back now? Because I'm not planning. Obviously, I'm not planning to do a proper playthrough here of the survival mode. I'm going back to show you the mating process, and then I think I'll call it there. But I really do enjoy this game, and I feel like it's one of those niche games that just works. At least for me, I just really like it. It's got a certain charm to it, I find. And I would love for it to get a new life on PC, and I think it would do quite well. If I'm honest with you, it's niche enough. So this is the only time I can say you can either mate or save. But when you save, it's not a safe spot, by the way. Just to let you know, right? Just to give you a heads up. So you got two options: you can save or mate. The mate basically makes you up onto an H treasure hunter has come to. Oh, okay. There's an event. You get events every now and then. If you mate, you change into a new generation. You become weaker, but your animal can die of old age. By the way, it can happen. So, or you can save. But if you save, you get booted out of the game. It's not like you can save and continue going, and then if you die, oh well, you just go back to that save point. If you die, it's game over. No continues. It's quite a difficult game. Like, there's certain things I would change about it. Don't worry, it blocks it out. It'll go to do the ding and block out. But every time it makes a stupid sound. By the way, you also get like 3 lives or 4 lives. You form a pack, so they give like four. So if one of them dies, you can change pack mates. But this can become a little bit, well, I say a little bit OP. It can. It depends, really. But the AI that plays as the three that are following behind you, generally speaking, is absolute shit, and they'll die really easily. So, but if you can get them to survive until they reach like adulthood and that, it can be fucking ridiculous. But basically, it just gives you some extra lives. That's all it does. So, but I think I'll call it there for Tokyo Jungle. I don't want to go really far into it. I just wanted to give you kind of a little bit of a look at it. And this is one of the games that I really used to like playing. I was not very good at it, and I didn't get massively far, but I put in a lot of hours. I did unlock a lot of animals. Because it's not like you have to complete all the challenges to unlock a certain animal. What would happen is to unlock a certain animal, you would have to. So I'll give you another example. So let's have a look at the challenge list. So you can complete all the D challenges. I get girl school scarf. So it's all cosmetic items, right? You can complete all the C challenges. You'll get the girl school uniform for the Panda. It's just funny little things. And same with socks and loafers. But one of the, so you see how it says eat a mushroom, one of these, or find Stonehenge. One of these will be take down the Beagle boss, and by taking down that boss, it's like a little mini boss. There is like big bosses, but they're just in the map. They don't like come out at certain times. They're just in the map. They're big animals. They take a lot of hits to take down. Good luck. Just you might as well just run past them. That's what you're better off doing. But one of these will be like take down this boss, and when you do, that's it. It'll unlock it, whether you've complete the playthrough or not. And basically, in case you're wondering, I never got to this. I never survived over 61 years. I did that with the Robo Dog, and that's it, because it doesn't need to eat. The Robo Dog. That's the only one I did it with. Everywhere else, I normally died around this area, the 30 year mark. So it can be a very difficult game, but a very enjoyable game at the same time. And I thoroughly enjoyed it when I was playing it as a kid. And I kind of wish, like I said, there is certain games that Sony has, and I'm like, please, could you just re-release them? PS5, PC, Steam, it'd be great. But yeah. Anyway, we'll call it there. So that's the end of the Bio Classics. It's not going to return. There is some games for PC that I wanted to do, but I'm just going to do them as PC Steam randoms at some point. Like I said in the previous video, the format's going to change starting tomorrow, the 1st of January 2022. We are going back to randoms, but it's different randoms. I got a little bit tired of PlayStation 2, and I got a little bit tired of the PS1. That's all it is. And you may be thinking, oh, what are you going to replace it with? Well, just wait and see. That's all I can say. But I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have a good year this year. Hopefully they start getting a bit more positives after this, considering the last 2 years have been a bit shit for all of us, I think. So, yeah. See ya.